Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of GTNH. I have been processing clay dust down into alumina and smelting up aluminium. We are doing quite well. We're at a healthy 400 and a bit aluminium with a bit more still to be smelted. We're going to interrupt this process because we're going to make some silicon today. I'm just gonna dump some stuff here so I can pick these up. That'll finish the current recipe. So I've got some silicon dioxide and carbon dust here that we can smelt together to make raw silicon in the ingot form. So it's here smelting it in your EBF with some carbon to obtain raw silicon ingot. So that is this recipe, silicon dioxide plus carbon dust, will give us silicon, raw silicon, which we need to make solar grade silicon. I'm just thinking I wanted to conserve this carbon monoxide, but we don't have a output on the blast furnace. So just pause here for a moment and I'm gonna make an output hatch so that we can capture that carbon monoxide. So just back in a sec. Alright, welcome back everyone. I have gotten an output hatch for the blast furnace, and I've also made another super tank to put the carbon monoxide in. So I think I'd rather not put it. I could put it now. Okay, I guess I could put it up there. That's fine. Let's do that. So let's put that in. Hopefully it doesn't reset the maintenance on the blast furnace. I don't think it will. Let's just put it directly above the input hatch. So we can just take one of these and replace it. Incomplete structure. Alright, looks like it's okay. And just so you know, I switched the blast furnace from steam power to combustion generators. And I just did that because I just figured we've got tons of fuel production, so we might as well use it. So I sent a fuel pipe underneath here and then made the combustion generators for the blast furnace. Alright, so now we should be able to make some silicon, raw silicon. Let's have a look. This recipe, so there's no number, it's a fast recipe, so we won't have to wait long. So just silicon dioxide and carbon dust, and you get about a stack and a half of is it empty? What's going on here? It should be. It's gonna don't tell me I have to turn on. That's strange. There's no carbon monoxide? There should be, and it shouldn't be voiding it. Yeah, carbon monoxide. destroyed nothing. Maybe it doesn't realize. I'm just gonna pause this for a second and try and figure out what's going on. Whether we can, I mean, we must be able to have that there, otherwise it wouldn't have formed, right? Let me just have a look. Maybe it has to be on the bottom. Let's see. Output hatch. Any bottom layer. Okay. Pollution gases. Output hatch. Any top layer casing. Pollution gas output amount scales with muffler hatch tier. So maybe we just don't get any because we're on a low muffler hatch. Okay, that's strange. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's just grab half a stack of this, I think. This one's 4, so... And then... It's a pretty simple process converting it into silicon solar grade or solar grade silicon, which we need basically for transistors. The reason we're getting it is I think I need this because I want to make CANFOL. The reason I need it is to make MV energy hatches to upgrade the blast furnace to MV to make CANFOL. That's why. So we need to make a silicon boule and then these ultra low power IC to make these MV energy hatches. Apart from that, it shouldn't be an issue. Let's grab 40. Because I know you don't need too much of this. Like, I mean, how much do we need to make a boule? 32. Well, there you go. Sure, let's just do 40 for now. So we need to grind it up, which again shouldn't take long. Yeah, 2 seconds per, so 10 odd seconds. And then we've prepared the material. So there's our 40 raw silicon. And I had this. So let's put the alumina in here. Oxygen. And we'll try and get everything else back. Alright, good. So, to convert from raw silicon dust to silicon solar grade, the quest book has 2 options in it. We're going to go with this one, but let's have a look at this one as well. So, if we take silicon and mix it with chlorine in a chemical reactor, 1 silicon, 4 chlorine, you get silicon tetrachloride. And then if you take the silicon tetrachloride and react it with 4 sodium in a chemical reactor, you get a silicon solar grade dust, which is what we want, and you get 8 salt back, which you can turn into 4 sodium and 4 chlorine by electrolyzing it. You electrolyze the salt, you get, for every 2 salt, you get 1 sodium, 1 chlorine, so 8 salt gives you 4 of each, which is what you used in the process, 4 sodium and 4 chlorine. So basically, you can just cycle the chlorine and the sodium from that process, and you can loop it. And this one, similarly, this process, I've got it pulled up here, is similar. You can loop it. You take raw silicon and mix it with raw silicon dust with hydrochloric acid. That gives you trichlorosilane. And then you take the trichlorosilane and mix it with hydrogen, and that'll give you silicon solar grade. So that's just 2 chemical reactors, and you can bounce the hydrogen you can bounce the hydrochloric acid and the hydrogen back and forth to just cycle them, because so this one gives you 2 hydrogen cells, which you need in the next step. You use free hydrochloric acid. You put in a dust, you have free hydrochloric acid, and you get 2 hydrogen cells and the trichlorine silane, which then it's this one. If you mix in another chemical reactor, you take the trichlorine and mix it with hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, you get silicon solar grade, 2 empty cells, and free hydrochloric acid back. So you've just got to bounce the empty cells and the hydrochloric acid back into the other chemical reactor, and you've got to send the hydrogen and trichlorine silane into the second one, and then they bounce back and forth, and however much raw silicon dust you put in will get converted into solar grade silicon. The only issue is the empty cells. We'll see what we can do about that. Or it's not the issue. The issue is in this step, you've got 2 item outputs. You don't want to send the silicon solar grade back. You only want to send the empty cells back. So a simple way to solve that is to just put extra empty cells in. Will that work? But it might pull out the empty cells by accident. I think we might just have to use a draw system to filter it, which we can do. So I think I'm going to build it up here using steam power, because I've got the old steam turbines that were powering the blast furnace, so I'm just going to use 2 of those. This isn't going to run all the time, so it's actually not going to run that much at all. But at least we'll have the system if we need it. So we need 2 chemical reactors. Oh, right, we need to make a... Let's just make one quickly. Oh. We'll do it this way, even though it's a bit wasteful. Doesn't matter. Alright. Alright, so let's see. We've got steam here. Let's think. I kind of think just putting it directly above these chests seems fine. So let's pull the steam over to, and then we can put some steam turbines on here. They're connected. Oh. And then our chemical reactors. One here, one here. Alright, let's say this one is doing the first step, which is making this trichloro So this one we need to put empty cells in and hydrochloric acid. So I made 12 hydrochloric acid, and let's put 8 empty cells, and then it'll item and fluid output, because we want both to go into this one. And then if we put our silicon dust, we can put 4 in, and we'll see it pushes it in to there. And then let's see this one. So it needs to be on circuit number 1. That's interesting, zinc. And then so it'll start making, so now we need to get I guess we only want to pump, well, hold on, so we want to pumping the, so we can do allow input from output side, and then I made some pumps. Oops. So if we put this pump here, it'll push the hydrochloric acid back in. So that's good. And now we just need to get the empty cells back. And I guess the easiest way to do that is to just use 2 drawers, which we have, and we can lock. And we'll need some item pipe, which we also have. We might be able to use only 1 drawer. Technically, let's try it. Let's see what happens, because I'm pretty sure that it basically will send to the closest inventory. So because it's gonna be, oops, it's just one, it's like directly next to it. The silicon should always go in there, unless the drawer is full, which would be kind of insane, like not gonna happen ever, because it'd be closer than going this way. Another way to do it would use a restrictive item pipe as well, but this should work. So then if we point this up, well, I mean, it has nowhere else to go, so it will go back there. Let's see what happens if we put silicon in. Let's just see if the cells, well, also now, I mean, the silicon can't go in here because this is full. But maybe when the raw silicon dust runs out, it could. I know what the issue is. We've got to allow the input. Allow input. There you go. And these quests are kind of annoying. I think they like want me to actually hold cells of this stuff. So let's just watch. Well, now let's see. Oh, what? Well, the empty cells got there, so that's good. See now, where are all the cells? That's strange. I guess there's 2 in here, 2 in here. That's 4, 6, 8. It seems to be working, more or less. So let's just turn off the auto output here. And then that should... We just want to hold the right stuff. 8 hydrogen cells and 4 of these. So if we manually move these over... Wait, what? Hydrogen's no issue, we just need 4 of this stuff. Wait, so this is the one we want to turn off on auto output. This one can stay on. Ugh. And then it'll build up in here. That makes more sense. And then this one wants us to hold 12 hydrochloric acid. We can do that. Here we go. Alright. So that is raw silicon solar grade, and then next episode we can look at making silicon balls and go towards MB energy hatches and upgrade our blast furnace to get canfol. So things are looking good. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next episode.